Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. I just want to make this quick video. Some fights have been announced, or like a fight is potentially going to be announced on one of them. So yeah, there's three. Obviously you'll be able to tell by the title and the thumbnails and stuff. So yeah, I'll just get straight into it. There's no need to make like 3 separate videos for it. I'll just make one. So yeah, and anyway, basically, if you're new, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate every single person that comes through. I've been pumping out the videos lately. The content's been okay, and to be honest with you, I know, fucking like just like up to the side of my chest itching all the time. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So obviously, if you're new, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate every single person. Like I said, yeah, what I was actually saying was, yeah, I've been popping out the content recently. You know, I try to be as active as I possibly can, and yeah, I try to be the opposite of Colby. I try to actually be active. So yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first fight I want to talk about is the potential of Irene Aldana versus Amanda Nunes. It's an interesting matchup, I guess. Obviously, you know, Juliana Pena's not gonna be happy, but she doesn't deserve the rematch. Let's be real. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about the MMA Guru. You probably do. If you know about me, you definitely know about MMA Guru. Let's be real. So on his clip video, he showed the Juliana Pena striking, and he was making me piss myself laughing because of the way that she was striking, and she just doesn't deserve the title shot. She put up a horrendous performance. It was pathetic. She kept getting dropped over and over and over and over again. She did nothing really of substance. She just kept running in like this with her eyes closed, literally eyes closed. And Amanda was just waiting her time, waiting for the opening, boom, pop over the right hand. She goes straight down. Which shows that the first fight was clearly a fluke because Amanda Nunes gassed out for no reason, so it was clearly a fluke. So yeah, she don't deserve the title shot. I wouldn't say Irene Aldana really deserves the title shot. I mean, she was kind of losing the fight against Macy Chasson before she found that up kick liver KO, which was crazy to be honest with you. But you know, it's weird because it's one of those situations where it's like she's done well, but I can't stop myself from your way. If you guys are new, basically, for some reason, I've always had this problem since I was a kid. Like, for some reason, if I have to talk in long format, it just makes me yawn. I don't know why. I'm not even tired, and it's fucking 12 in the morning. I just can't. I just can't talk long form without yawning. I used to do it in school presentations and shit like that. I couldn't help it. I just would fucking yawn. But yeah, like I can't even like fucking like do like if it's a rap song or fucking like a song in general. I can't even sing or rap the lyrics without yawning halfway through. But not even halfway through, straight away. I need to yawn again. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's one of those situations where it's like I can't get the fight with Holly Holm out of my head because she got pieced up. She got schooled by Holly Holm on the feet. And I'm not saying that like Amanda Nunes is the type of person to like school you on the feet, but she's the type of person to just fucking smash you on your feet. I mean, these women at bantamweight just ain't on her level. The only woman I can say that was on her level, it was Shevchenko, who got robbed in the second fight. Shevchenko clearly won 4 rounds to 1. She clearly won 2, 3, 4, and 5. She got robbed. But the problem is like by the time they set up that fight, they're both gonna be out to their primes. So what's the point? I mean, there's no point of setting up that fight at all. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting matchup, but I just see Irene Aldana getting dominated. To be honest with you, I see her getting dominated and getting TKO'd. You know, against the cage. She's just not on Amanda's level, man. The thing is, she's a good striker, man. She's a good boxer. Obviously, you know, she's Mexican. You know, most Mexicans are pretty good boxers. So you know, she got decent takedown defense. I don't see Amanda Nunes really like shooting takedowns per se, maybe, but I see her maybe I see her maybe throw in like a couple of like shots would drop Irene Aldana. She might get on top, get a ground and pound TKO, or maybe get on top and submit her. You never know with Amanda Nunes, man, because, like, to be fair, with most of them she plays with them, the only time she didn't was the first fight with Juliana Pena, which I think she didn't even train for because she gassed out straight away. So, yeah. Decent fight, but, well, not a decent fight, I don't give a fuck, it's women's MMA, but, you know, it was all fucking trash. But, I'll go with Amanda Nunes second, fourth round TKO, and win in the first 2 rounds. The next, sorry, something popped up there. Weird. The next fight I want to talk about is the Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. Again, it's an interesting matchup. We got Grasso, another boxer, another Mexican who's very good at boxing. Like I said, Mexicans are good at boxing most of the time. You get some fat ones who are shit, but it is, you always get the odd few, the anomalies. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get Dagestanis who can't even grapple. So, it is what it is. Or you get the OVs, and they can't grapple that very well. You know what I mean? You got Roman Kopylov, who's not really a grappler. He's a striker. So, you get certain things. So, yeah. Anyway. So it's an interesting matchup, but, like, thing is, right, Grasso doesn't present the type of threat that Shevchenko needs to be presented to make the fight very close. To make a fight very close with Shevchenko, you need to be a very good grappler. And you have to be so good at setting up your takedowns that you make her worry about it just a little bit so that her striking's worsened just enough so you can strike with her and get the takedowns. That's obviously what Talia Santos did. But I don't give a fuck what any of you say. Shevchenko clearly won that fight 3 rounds to 2. Clearly won the fight. There's no debate. Based off the scoring criteria, she clearly won that fight. But it was extremely close, and it came down to 1 round. And if she had got that control time earlier, she would have Shevchenko would have lost. But it didn't happen earlier, so Shevchenko won that fight. But yeah, you need to have something that Talia Santos has, where you have very good striking, but also you have such good grappling that you can make her worry about your grappling. And that's very important when you're versing Shevchenko. And I'm not saying Grasso's a terrible grappler, man. She's not. She has good takedown defense, and she's a decent she's a decent fighter. But she's just not on Shevchenko's level, man. Shevchenko is gonna piece her up. Mainly I can see with, like, the body kicks, the head kicks, and I can even see her taking down Grasso or attempting to, just to mix things up a bit and just making her just slowly edging out the fight as it goes on, clearly winning like 4 rounds to 1 or like for all 5 rounds, something like that. So I see Shevchenko getting it done by decision. I don't see a finishing Grasso. But yeah, like, it's one of those fights though, man. I don't mind whoever wins. I mean, I like Grasso. I think she's a good female fighter. I think that she's good at what she does. And I think that she's very good at the boxing, and she's very good at certain, at setting up some of her kicks, and she has very good takedown defense. So I wouldn't mind seeing Grasso win. Do you know what I mean? She's easily marketable because of the fact of her being Mexican. UFC has a lot of Mexican fans, and obviously they're pushing for Mexicans, and that's why they got Irene Aldana potentially fighting at Nunes, Grasso potentially fighting Shevchenko. What I hope to happen is, though, if Shevchenko wins and Nunes wins, that they fight right as soon as possible, especially if they don't take damage, either one of them. But I gotta be honest, like, it's a compelling fight. Like I said, it ain't like the best setup in the world, but to be honest with you, I mean, I ain't mad at it. And yeah, it's just one of those fights. But yeah, I got Shevchenko by decision, pretty simple, to be honest with you. So yeah. The next fight I want to talk about is obviously what will be on the thumbnail. You can see on the thumbnail and the main title. So, Piotr Jan, Merab, Divishvili? I can't say his last name. Divishvili, I'll just say that. It's a good fight. It's on a main event, so it's 5 rounds, which heavily favors Jan. Now, who do I see winning this fight? This is a tough one. I've gone back and forth with myself, but I see Jan winning a decision. I see him winning 3 rounds to 2. What's that? 48-47. I see him winning a 48-47. And the reason I see this is because only because it's a 5-round fight. If this was a 3-round fight, I would have 100% picked Merab, no questions asked. But I'm going to pick Jan to beat the cuck Merab. Now, all I'm saying is, Jan, please win. I can't have Merab winning, man, because you know what he's gonna do. Yeah, give me another contender. Oh, why do you want another contender? I can't fight my friend Aljo. So you're just gonna beat every single contender for Aljo. So you're gonna beat Jan, Aldo, made Aldo retire. Made Aldo retire after that fucking bullshit you put on. Couldn't take him down, so you held him against the cage. I'm not saying that's partly Aldo's fault, but you know what I mean. Maurice is, his chin's gone. Maurice ain't gonna contend, but you know. So now, who are you gonna verse after this? You're gonna verse Cheeto after this, and then beat Cheeto by wrestle fucking him against the cage, humping him against the cage, and then what's gonna happen then? You're just gonna have like. You're gonna come back then and then verse O'Malley, or you're gonna come back in and verse somebody else like Corey Sanhagen, if he beats Cheeto. Obviously those two fights correlate, but do you know what I mean? Like, I fucking hate Merab, man. He does me head in, man. Like, he's my friend, so I'm not gonna fight. Fuck, what? Shut the fuck up and fight. Like, at the end of the day, right, if you're gonna go around beating every single contender, you're just, like, stalling the division, because you're beating every contender, but refuse to fight the champion. That's like me beating number 5, number 3, and then I beat number 1 contender, I go, do you want? Give me number 2. No, I want the fucking title shot. Give me the title shot. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't understand that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd make an agreement. Like, if it was my best friend, I'd make an agreement. Like, if I get close to the title shot, I am fighting you for the title. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? I love you, brother, but it's for the title, man. Like, we both got to fight each other. We can't just stall the division. I refuse to stall the division. For what? Do you know what I mean? This is about legacy, man. This isn't about... Do you know what I mean? Merab, what you'll be known as is the cuck. The cuck. Merab, not Merab the machine. Merab the cuck. The cuck who protected his friend. You're like his personal security. Like, you're going to beat all the contenders for him? And the thing is, right, one person in the contenders, like, out of all the contenders, I think can beat him. There are some. If Henry Cejudo comes back, Henry would beat them, I think. I think Sean O'Malley and Cheeto have a chance. I'd say O'Malley more of a chance than Cheeto, but I don't know about that. I think Chris Gutierrez has a chance. But other than that, I think Merab beats most of them, to be honest with you. So, yeah, you'll just be known as the cuck who beat everybody for your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Aljo had one of the easiest paths to the title in bantamweight history, and the fact that he even kept this belt was a pure, godsend, because Jan fucked up in the first fight. So, and it's just one of those. But I gotta be honest with you, I am going to pick Jan. I think Jan's going to win by decision. I think he's going to get taken down a lot, but here's the difference, right? Aljo would take him down, take his back, lock in the body triangle, keep him down while landing some shots. What Merab likes to do is he likes to take you down. If he can't take you down, he likes to hump you up against the cage, like a dog. But what I've seen is that if he does manage to get you down, he prefers to keep you in full guard. So if you put him in, go to full guard, he likes to stay in that full guard position, and he likes to try and posture up and basically. So go look up his fights, and that's what he likes to do. He likes to posture up and tries to throw strikes. Now this heavily favors Jan, because Jan, obviously, Jan fought Magomedov, and when Jan fought Magomedov the second time, he very much adjusted, and Magomedov does somewhat the similar things when he gets you down. He doesn't really at the time, he didn't really consider where he got you, and even in certain compromising positions, Jan got out of it. And Jan is very good against the cage. He's not like Aldo, where Aldo's an anti-wrestler, but you can use grappling against him effectively. And Merab showed that by pushing up against the cage and just kneeing his thigh like a pussy. I mean, the Georgian fighting style. But such an amazing warrior spirited style. But it's just one of those things where Aldo, he's an anti-wrestler, but obviously Merab showed that you can hump him against the cage. But what Jan have shown in a lot of fights, before he was even in the UFC, like I said against Magomedov, was that if you push him up against the cage, he's shown a very great ability in being able to get back up and being able to get off of the cage. Like I said, if he puts you in full guard and Merab tries to posture up on it, I think Jan will get out. I think the first couple of times Jan would be okay, but I just don't see Merab keeping that up for 5 rounds. And like I said, the 5 rounds favours Jan, because if you give Jan too much time to catch you, he'll eventually catch you. He'll eventually catch you. If you give him too much time, like I said, he will catch you. And I think the way you'll do it is, I think you'll win round 3, 4, and 5. I think he'll win round 3 by losing it, and similar to what he did to Sandhagen, where he dropped him with a spinning back fist. Because if Sandhagen had won that round, he would have won 3 rounds to 2. But Jan got that knockdown right at the end of the third, which sealed it for him. Sealed the round, and then he won 4 and 5. Jan will drop Merab at the end of round 3, which will steal the round back for him. Or he'll just land such great shots that it just ticks over on damage. So I got Jan winning that by decision, 3 rounds to 2. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you like how I keep it real, then subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody. This is Keep It Real MMA. See you guys in the next video. Peace.